I've visited a lot of haunted places across Canada, but none have ever left me as uneasy as Century Manor, an old asylum sitting on the outskirts of Hamilton, Ontario. Built in 1884, it was meant to heal, a place of recovery for those battling addiction and mental illness. Instead, it became a monument to misery and a graveyard for hundreds who never made it out alive. Even now, the building stands hollow and silent, but step too close and you'll swear it's still listening. When Century Manor opened, it was part of the Hamilton Asylum for the Insane, one of Ontario's earliest psychiatric institutions. It was originally built to treat alcoholics, but its patients soon included anyone society didn't know what to do with: the depressed, the poor, the disabled, and the forgotten. Inside, the smell of disinfectant and despair blended into one. The rooms were overcrowded, the walls flaking, and the cries of patients echoed through long, dim corridors. Records from the time talk about shock therapy, physical restraints, and worse. But the most horrifying part wasn't what they did to treat patients, it was what they tried to hide. Century Manor's walls witnessed more tragedy than any building should. Newspapers from the late 1800s and early 1900s told of suicides, murders, and mysterious accidents. 9 confirmed suicides that we know of. A woman who tried to escape by climbing out her window using bed sheets, only to fall to her death. Another crushed when an old elevator collapsed. There were beatings by orderlies, a patient who split open the head of the asylum's baker with an axe, and countless others who simply vanished, their names lost to the asylum's dusty records. One patient, in a letter smuggled out in 1910, wrote this chilling line to the Ontario government: "Your insane asylum at Hamilton is an outrage to civilization. Wretched, vile abuse is the order of the institution. I have seen patients pounded, choked, insensible until blood ran from their nostrils." But of all the horrors that unfolded here, none compare to what happened on August 1st, 1911. A fire broke out on the top floor before dawn. Firefighters rushed in, but what they saw was straight out of a nightmare. 3 inmates, already rescued from the blaze, broke free from their rescuers' arms and ran back into the burning building. When the smoke cleared, 8 bodies were found in the ashes. One man, paralyzed, had burned alive in his cell. 5 more were discovered huddled together in a small room, burnt beyond recognition. No one ever explained why the inmates ran back inside. Some said panic, others whispered it was something else, something calling them back. Century Manor limped along for decades after the fire, part asylum, part nursing home, part prison for the unwanted. It finally shut down in 1995, abandoned to rot on the hill overlooking Hamilton. Locals say you can still hear footsteps echoing through the corridors, or see a figure staring down from the top floor where the fire began. Security guards have reported lights flickering on in empty wings and faint voices whispering behind locked doors. And every so often, someone driving by late at night swears they see faces in the windows, burned, pale, and watching. Standing there today, the building looks skeletal, a red brick monument to everything Canada tried to forget about its mental health past. The wind through the broken glass sounds almost like crying. The rust on the doors looks like dried blood. And when you walk up the old front steps, you feel something. A weight in the air, a presence that doesn't want to be forgotten. Because maybe the spirits of Century Manor aren't trapped. Maybe they just want their story told. I'm Stefon, and this was Northern Nightmares. If you believe that some places can hold on to pain, that memories can cling to walls long after the screams fade, then Century Manor is proof. Thank you for watching. And remember, not every haunting starts with a ghost.